Hello, everyone, and welcome to the International Centre of Chaos. The ANMRA Premier Series arrives in Talladega for the Sach Motorsports 175, Round 5 of the 2024 Championship. It's a track with a reputation for the bigger. At 2.66 miles long, it's the longest oval in the Premier Series, and it sees the highest average speeds across its races due to its length and lack of braking. Well, it also sees quite a few big accidents, as I'm sure we'll end up seeing today, maybe even quite early on as the drivers push to gain every position. Alongside this, actually, we have our biggest grid of the season so far at 35 cars. A brand new entry has arrived, and we'll get to them when we go through the field. But enough chit-chat, you couldn't care less. Let's just get on to today's grid order. So on pole is Franco Nazzaro Espinozola, a shock pole position for that 38 Brown Racing Enterprises team. Alongside him is Michael Teller in the 26 Quinton Wells racing car. It's an interesting front row. Michael Teller still hunting for his first career victory. Could it come today? And remember, no pole sitter has finished in the top 10 yet, so not boding well for Espinozola. Anyways, behind him, we've got the two back row racing cars occupying row 2. It's Racco Bettes in third and Johnny Carpentier Panizzi in fourth. Two drivers, both searching for their first victory. Could they work together? I don't think so. Anyways, moving on. Row 3, Sonia Nevermind. She came close to her first victory last time out, but it was not meant to be. She'll start 5th today alongside Martin Arison, her teammate, who's already got his first victory, but he has come close a couple times since. Anyways, behind them, William Starman will line up in 7th with Alec Vescovy rounding out row 4. Starman's teammate lines up behind him in 9th place. That's Kenneth Robinson. And Vescovy's teammate, Brandon Reeves, lines up behind him in 10th. Nice little tandem between those cars. Kenny Dixon's the car that will line up 11th. He's alongside Keith McHugh in 12th. Good run for Keith McHugh out in Charlotte to get 3rd place. He'll be delighted with that. Behind them, we have Tyler Jordan, also a good run in Charlotte. He's alongside Joe Dolinsky in the number 12. Someone searching for their first win that surely is going to get it soon. It's Joseph Clark who's in 15th. A really good qualifying for the young man, and one that I'm sure will excite his team. He's alongside Eva Volyak, who's a lowly 16th for her. In fact, Venturia, no car in the top 10, I think, for the first time this season. In the next row, so row 9, we have Carl Sherman in a brand new look for the 36, alongside Austin Rhodes, who's got a top 5 in every single super speedway so far. He'll be looking to make that 3 now. In 19th, it's Carl Ellison, his first top 20 of the season, I believe. He will line up alongside our championship leader, Andrew Mondragon. But we know Mondragon's won from 34th before, so I think he can win from 20th. Now, number 15 of Marcus Monreal will line up 21st, and it's the number 41 of Javier Talavera, making it an all-purple row 11. Row 12, we'll see Mitch Johnson, our pole sitter last time, alongside the 37 of Benjamin Martinez. Moving down the grid, we have Noah Cataneo on row 13. He's alongside Camilla Lindberg. Two names I think we expect to be fighting up front, but here they are all the way down the field. Row 14 sees Bobby Elliott Jr. line up alongside Kurt Weiss. Another poor qualifying really for Scott International and Weiss. Hopefully his fortunes can turn around soon. But it's his teammate behind him in 29th place. That is Tyler Novak Jr., who has had a miserable season so far. He's alongside Johan Stromstad as they round out row 15, I believe. Moving down the grid, we have our brand new team, SOA Motorsports, making their debut here in the number 57 with Mitchell Moser. They've just got a last-minute entry, last-minute sponsor. They'll be racing full-time from next race, but this is their debut here. Yeah, sponsored by a last-minute sponsor, and they'll be hoping for a good result here. They're alongside Megami Alaskiene in 32nd. 33rd is Taito Salmonen, and 34th, Logan Wilkie. Really poor season, really, for that number 10 car. Big incident.
Start your engines.
There's the command to start their engines, and it's Adrian Fraser who rounds out the grid as well. Now we can see the flames from the exhaust. And the cars will start to leave pit road. Whew, right. We have 66 laps ahead of us today, round about 175 miles of this circuit. It's a tough race here. It's a race known to just cause drama, chaos, the whole lot. It's all going to be about survival, this one. Daytona, there was an element of skill. Here, it's just making it to that flag in one piece first. I expect we'll probably lose around 20 cars in incidents at least today. That's what's to be expected. We'll find out what the actual number is come the checkered flag. Well, anyways, I am commentating alone this race. Once again, Tom has abandoned me. Great commentary duo, it must be said. But as a result, I don't have anyone to ask who their race winning pick will be. So I'll ask myself. I think Andrew Mondragon and Ratko Betez are the two big contenders today. Of course, Betez came very close last time out. And if we go further down the order, Andrew Mondragon is our championship leader. Won 3 out of 4 races. He can win whenever he wants. And if he wants to win today, which I'm sure he does, he can pull it off if he puts in maximum effort. He's had a near perfect season so far. I don't think anything could have gone better for him. But he's got to survive today to keep his championship lead. Of course, he's got the likes of Keith McHugh, Sonia Nevermind, William Starman right in the wings. All 3 of them are right ahead of him here. But here we go. The pace car comes down pit road. And it's Franco Nazario Espinozola, a shock pole position for Brown Racing Enterprise. And it's him that's going to lead the field to the green flag. Into the restart zone. Green flag for the Sach Motorsports 175. We're racing at Talladega for the first time. And it's a good launch for Michael Teller on the high side. Can Espinozola hold his nose in there as they come down to turn 1? Yes, he can. As side by side as we come through the first turn. Into turn 2 now, and I think Espinozola has got the lead secured, and he's clear. But not for long. Ratko Betez finds a gap on the inside, and he's made it too wide for the lead, and I think Ratko Betez is going to take the lead. They're incredibly unorganised behind. Everyone's searching for space so far in this one. But Sonia Nevermind finds herself and makes it 3 wide for the lead already. Calm down, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a long race ahead of us. I would like to see the majority of you reach the checkered flag. Out of turn 4, though, so Nevermind gets a really good run. But looking to her inside is William Starman, who has Brandon Reeves to his inside. It's going to be 3 wide to the line to lead the first lap. And I'm not sure who it's going to be. Across the line, I have no idea who did it. Brandon Reeves by a fingertip as we're 4 wide for the lead. Incredible! William Starman decides and opts to go to the high side to hopefully avoid some chaos here. But we're already 4 wide here. This can only end in one way. They're barging each other down the back straight in the middle as they just tried to find room, tried to get in a line. Take it easy now. This is a long race. But they're not taking it easy as we've got Kenny Dixon quite comfortably in the lead at the moment. He's going to easily lead this lap, surely, then. As Marcus Monreal looks to make it side by side with Joseph Clark. But Mitch Johnson also gets to his inside. The track is so wide. You can run 4 or 5 wide if you want to. The only issue is you will lose the draft in places. And so they end up fighting to get that draft back. And you get barging down the back straight. And it just leads to accidents. And I think we could be seeing an accident pretty soon here. They're so desperate to get position on track that I just don't see this ending well. As we come down the back straight, Andrew Mondragon still stuck near the back, near the pole sitter actually, Franco Nazario Espinozola. We come down now into turn 3. Lots of cars moving around. I'm getting nervous here. I'm getting very nervous here. Come on, calm down. This is a long race. My blood pressure can't handle this. Benjamin Martinez looking to get to the lead, but he's not going to do it. He's forced up by Bobby Elliott Jr. and it's Kenny Dixon who's going to lead another lap here. Really good start for that number 34, and I think he could lead another lap if he wants to. Here he comes down all the way to the inside Kurt Weiss needs to be careful to not let that 37 to his inside, but he's done so. And they're 4 wide again. Careful down the back straightaway. Here we go. Helicopter camera. There's going to be contact, I think. There is contact between Kenneth Robinson. There's contact at the back. Car round. I think we might have a caution. We have a caution for an incident at the back. There's only one car, I think. But the rest of the field's got to be cautious. I saw Brandon Reeves around. His car dropped off near Adrian Fraser. Rushing to the line. Hopefully they can all get it slowed down as well, because they're all in one big group here. It's going to be everyone slowing down at once, and there could be an accident after we get across the line. Here we go. So Kenny Dixon leads again. It's a 1-2 for Brown Racing. They're coming now down into turn 1. Everyone taking it easy. Looks like everyone's going to make it through as Andrew Mondragon has to pull down to the inside. Got himself up to 5th from being down in about 20th place in the space of a lap. Right, let's see what's happened then. Who was around? It was Tyler Novak Jr. He's got big damage to that 77. Carl Ellison looks to be involved. And Sonia Nevermind as well. We'll let them all organise themselves and see if anyone comes down pit road. And then we will cut to the replay and see what has happened here. But it's a 1-2 for Brown Racing Enterprise. They get some new paint schemes and suddenly they're fast. I think John Brown could not be happier with this at the moment. But lap 5, we have our first caution. Small incident here. It's going to take a couple cars out of contention. Does Sonia Nevermind have damage? I think she does. I think she does. Yeah, she does. You know, she was caught up in it. That 84 looks like it's okay, actually. So I am not sure. Nevermind and Tyler Novak Jr. both with definite damage. Let's have a look at the rear of Carl Ellison. His car looks somewhat okay, but he must have damage because he's choosing to come down pit road. And it's only the damaged cars, so we will quickly, in fact, now cut to have a look at what brought out the caution on lap 4. Here we go. So coming down the back straightaway, it's literally the 4 cars at the back, so Tyler Novak Jr. just comes across Sonia Nevermind. And yeah, they just turn. There was damage to Carl Ellison. What a silly accident, really. Really unnecessary from everyone involved in this incident. Look on board. Brandon Reeves looks to have gotten away very luckily from that. But what was Tyler Novak Jr. doing? He's not had the best of season. Sonia Nevermind is sat in the draft of William Starman. Tyler Novak Jr. was in his own draft of, I believe, Joe Dolinsky. As we come down the back straight, it's literally the 4 cars at the back that... Oh, sorry, I did not mean to skip there. We'll go back and have a look at it. It's literally just the 4 back mark. Well, not even back markers. The 4 guys at the back of the pack. Causing a really... Well, I think it's fair to say Tyler Novak Jr. just misjudged it. Came up while Sonia Nevermind had a run on him. Was getting further and further and further close. And then they just collide. They clip Brandon Reeves, who gets a little bit of damage on the rear, but obviously not enough to pit. The car should just be okay. Carl Ellison has nowhere to go, plows into the back of them. Adrian Fraser. Whoa, comes very close to Carl Ellison. In fact, we'll watch Fraser's onboard as he'll have a good view of this accident then in that 35. So up ahead, you just see Tyler Novak Jr. just come at us on there and then just bam. He can't see where he's going. He just sees smoke, sees that Ellison gets out of the way. Oh, he can't see where can't see the cars. And he tries to slot past Sonia Nevermind, but chooses to slow down instead. I mean, it is a caution. There's no point making a pass. Well, that's one way to change this race up a little bit. Early caution. Now, for those 3 cars, they are now on a slightly different pit cycle to the others if they need to be under green flag. So it'll be interesting to see, albeit they are damaged. So it's also unlikely they're going to be in the fight for anything here. Still going to be under caution for at least another 2 laps. This is an unnecessarily long caution in my opinion. Surely it's all cleared up down the back straight. Seeing as we're going to have another lap of caution, we'll go back and see if there's anything more to look at in this incident. Don't think there is, as all three of them came down pit road. Carl Ellison was quite quickly off pit road, just probably a little bit of fuel, a little hammer to one tiny bit. Ah, yeah, you can actually see as we come around here, like a little bit of damage on the front of that 84, because that is where the contact was for him. But I don't think it'll be too bad for Carl Ellison, although that car's not the fastest as it is. Just see the smoke, no one knew where they're going. And just in the background, bam. Just those three. Brandon Reeves. Looks to have got away with it quite luckily. We'll actually have a look from the rear, I think, of Brandon Reeves. Here we go. They're coming down. You can just see something like come close and then bam. Just a little clip to the rear. He should be okay. Doesn't look like anything desperately hurt him there. Another look on board. Must have been quite scary for Tyler Novak Jr. actually. Thankfully he was at the back so no one else was collected in this. But he just gets pinned and bosh. Can't see through the smoke. He knows there's Adrian Fraser somewhere and Fraser just appears rapidly out of smoke. Well, I assume we'll be going green next time by, but no one's retired yet. No one is retired. It was relatively light incident for all three cars involved. But we have had an early caution here. Is that going to make them calm down, or is it just going to make them race more aggressively? As the lights are off on the pace car, so we will be going green this time by. Oh, finally. It's a long, long caution. I am a tired man. Not much sleep. Let's hope this race is exciting enough to at least keep me awake then. So, lap 8 of 66 will be going green, lap 9. Under 60 laps to go now. It's probably still at least an hour of racing to go in this one, at minimum, I think. We will see, But as we mentioned when they crossed the line, it's a Brown Racing Enterprise 1-2. And it's not too bad for the others, though, because they've got the 37 in 11th place and the 38, the pole sitters, down in 23rd. But really good pace so far from Brown Racing. And if it keeps like this, Kenny Dixon could be within a shout for the most laps led today. Getting a lot of laps led under caution here. He led two or three of the laps already? I think it might have been 2. I'm not sure. But Kenny Dixon, really good run from him so far today. Really good run from Brown Racing. They seem to just turn it up ever so slightly when they get to the super speedways. They don't really have that pace on any other tracks. As I actually would like to point out quickly, the SOA Motorsports car is in 12th place. So really good driving from Moser so far. He'll be delighted with his performance, and the team will be delighted to even just be getting their car on camera. Taito Salmonen also running up in 9th place. Austin Rhodes up in 7th. Interesting order so far. Andrew Mondragon, the only really big name on that inside line. So we head now towards the restart zone. It's Kenny Dixon leading the field. And into the restart zone we go. Green flag again at Talladega. Round 2, and it's a good launch for Dixon's teammate Carl Sherman on that high side. It was actually just a poor launch for Kenny Dixon on the inside. He sort of held up Camilla Lindbergh and Andrew Mondragon behind as Mondragon now comes to Lindbergh's inside. Carl Sherman is absolutely clear out front from that restart. Brilliant work from him. Not brilliant work from his teammate, but his teammate is going to keep second for the moment. The field spreads out just a bit. Sonia Nevermind passing Adrian Fraser. Looks like those three cars might not actually have bad damage from that caution. They're still in this race as of right now. Kenny Dixon, though, squeezes aggressively to the inside of his teammate. He did not take kindly to losing that lead, and that was an aggressive move by him. And puts himself back into the lead of the race. Can he hang on to come up to the line, though? Andrew Mondragon sees a gap and he's going to put his nose in there. Side by side to the line. I think Mondragon's got this. As we come up to the line to start lap 10. Andrew Mondragon's nicked the lead from Kenny Dixon. But Mondragon might be about to lose the lead himself. He's got Racker Bettes to his inside. And yes, Bettes will now move into the lead. As Logan Wilkie actually finds himself running in well, now second place. Magami Alaskene finds herself in third. Oh, fiddling around across the field. Let's just keep it clean. It's been a chaotic first few laps. Got early caution. Logan Wilkie actually looking to try and make a move. He's not going to get it done. He's sticking in behind Racker Bettes. And in fact, Javier Talavera looks to try and get a move on Logan Wilkie, but can't quite make that work. Let's have a look quickly. Sonia Nevermind, Carl Ellison do not have the pace. They have fallen off. They're stuck behind Adrian Fraser. Tyler Jordan is actually hanging on in the main pack right now. So have a look at the main pack. It's Racker Bettes who's leading the field across the line. I can't remember whether he's led a lap so far. We'll find out when they tally these up at the end of the race. So Racker Bettes leads from Logan Wilkie, Noah Cataneo and Kenneth Robinson. And then Eva Vayak rounds out the top 5. And it's aggressive down to the inside from Noah Cataneo. Good run on Logan Wilkie. He's going to move himself up into second here, I believe. Or is he? Wilkie? Yeah, Wilkie has to stay high. And to second place goes Noah Cataneo, driver who's had a rough couple weeks recently. Issues at Charlotte. Just poor run in general at Darlington. And then, of course, that dramatic end at, Atlanta with the fuel. He did not have enough to make the end. Racker Bettes leads another lap. It's nice to see Noah Cataneo once again back up the front of the field. He's a good quality driver just with some poor luck, and he needs to string some good results together to get in the hunt for the chase. This is the sort of race where a good result can change your season, but it is also the sort of race that can easily deliver a poor result for anyone. All it takes is one wreck, and you suddenly find yourself tumbling down the standings as we're on lap 12 now. William Starman forced up by Brandon Reeves. But he's obviously okay. The wreck has not worried him as he moves himself up high to sit behind Martin Harrison and get himself shuffled back instead of fighting. They're all quite content to just do that sort of thing right now. Alec Vescovy now moving himself into second place. Very close with his teammate at the line, actually, I think. But yes. So Alec Vescovy second. Look who's in third. It's Taito Salmonen. The Finnish driver is starting to get a bit of a knack for driving on super speedways. Really good run at Daytona, and he looks like he's putting together another just really solid run here so far. Getting himself up near the front. I doubt he'll lead a lap, especially because he's already been forced up high with how much slower his car is than the likes of Kurt Weiss. Kurt Weiss storming for a really good run down the back straight as Alec Vescovy takes the lead from Martin Arison. And Kurt Weiss has already got himself to the inside of Alec Vescovy now as we come into the tri-oval. Look at the speed of that number 70. He's already cleared them both. Such good pace from Kurt Weiss, even though he gets forced up by Marcus Monreal. Keep your eye on Kurt Weiss today. If that car can stay in one piece and out of trouble, he could be a surprise contender for the win here. Oh, well, we say surprise. We know the talent of Kurt Weiss. Brilliant driver. He's always in the picture. Now, Marcus Monreal is actually giving the draft up to Kurt Weiss. And is now going to sacrifice the lead for himself. As through goes Joe Dolinsky, and behind him is Benjamin Martinez. And Tyler Novak Jr. clearly is okay, because he is sticking in the pack. He can't quite run on the back of Benjamin Martinez, it looks like. So he might be slightly down on pace. Oh no, he's got a good draft there. We'll see. It looks like that number 77 is running okay despite the incident. The same cannot be said for Sonia Nevermind and for Carl Ellison, who are both on pace with Adrian Fraser, which probably says enough, doesn't it? As aggressive move to the inside from Tyler Novak Jr. Because you want to be up front in this race. You're not safe if you have any car in front of you. If you get turned, you can be hit by anyone here. First is the only safe place as Kenny Dixon's found his way up near the front again, when he chooses to go high instead. It's his teammate Benjamin Martinez, of course the replacement driver for Ken Hale, who is going to most likely lead this lap unless Keith McHugh decides to do anything, which he does not. aggressive moving down from Kenneth Robinson there. He's got his teammate behind him with Andrew Mondragon behind him. Kenneth Robinson doesn't like waiting around. He wants to win, and he's putting himself right up there. Aggressive move on Keith McHugh. Whoa, that was close. But through will now go Kenneth Robinson to move himself up into second place, as Benjamin Martinez looks like he's probably going to get another lap led here. As we come down the back straightaway, it's sort of calmed down in the front few rows, but behind them there's contact between Espinazola and Monreal. Careful, boys, careful, as they come into turn 3. That was very close. I was talking about it being calm. It's no longer calm up front. They're back to 3 wide, and Benjamin Martinez looks like he's got this lap led in the bag. Although, is Javier Talavera going to say anything about that? No, because to his inside goes Logan Wilkie, and they choose to go up high instead. And up into second place comes the 57 SOA Motorsports car. Brilliant driving from Mitchell Moser today. We've actually got some cars that have fallen off the group here. Tyler Novak Jr., Taito Salmonen, Martin Arison, Alec Vescovi and Camilla Lindberg. I think they might have got up into the outside wall or something along those lines and dropped off the group. But for them, that means they get some quiet racing for a few laps, which I don't think they will mind. As Austin Rhodes now, as we go back up the field, putting a move on Brandon Reeves, moves himself into second place, and he's already getting aggressive, trying to put a move on Benjamin Martinez. Is Martinez going to lead another lap here? Yes, he is, because Radko Betes will force Austin Rhodes up the track. It's a Ford 1-2-3. Betes himself gets forced up the track by Noah Catadeo, and Benjamin Martinez will lead another lap. So Brown Racing are doing really well here, leading lots of laps in this race. John Brown is going to be loving life down in the paddock at the moment, as Kurt Weiss has got a really good run on that 37 though. Could this be it? Yes, that's it. To his inside. And Benjamin Martinez is going to now start to be shuffled down the order. Joe Dolinsky to Kurt Weiss's inside. 3 wide for the lead, and Dolinsky's going to be the one who's going to move himself into it. So we come through turn 3 and turn 4. Joe Dolinsky, I don't think he's actually led a lap today, so this could be his first of the race. He's got that Espinazola 38 car really close behind. Espinazola trying to make a move on the high side. It's not going to work. They're actually running really cleanly in this race after the start now. Joe Dolinsky will lead lap 18. So we're on to lap 19 now. Still a long way to go in this thing. I'm not sure how long a stint is here. As we've got an incident. Big incident. Radko Betes upside down. Huge accident near the back. Big incident. Betes is rolling. Martin Arison involved. William Starman also caught up in it. Alec Vescovi, Kenneth Robinson. Betes' car is smoking. Tyler Jordan's out. Huge accident. I spoke too soon saying they'd been running cleanly. We've had the big one at Talladega. Oh my, oh my. That was huge. We will get to that in a minute, as there's a race to the line between Kenny Dixon, Ava Volyak, Logan Wilkie. Oh, who's it going to be that's going to lead to the caution? It's going to be Kenny Dixon again. So he's going to pick up more points for leading. Oh, sorry, more laps led there. We're going to, before we look for a replay, I expect every car to come down pit road here. As there's contact again. Oh, what are you doing? Half the field is gone in an instant. Some really stupid driving under caution. I'm not sure whose fault that was, but we are going to be down to about 10 cars left in this race. An absolute calamity. That was an absolute farce under caution. Whoever's fault that was, they might... We'll have a look back and see. Someone's going to be in some serious trouble for that incident. Serious, serious trouble. Through goes Michael Tellers. They're reordering themselves. That was very, very, very silly. We'll very, very quickly have a look. I think Joe Dolinsky might have avoided the worst of it. He was definitely involved in it. Just a slight issue. It's all Joseph Clark's fault, I believe, looking at this. Joseph Clark, what is he doing? No, it's Megami Alaskiene. Joseph Clark had room to go up high, but Megami just drives down into Michael Teller and takes them both out. Hits both the TMS cars. Yeah, all 3 TMS cars survived the main incident and are caught up in that. Oh, their team boss is going to be furious with Megami Alaskiene with that one. Real mix-up. Anyways, we're down pit road now. Joseph Clark, I think deserved, well, maybe not deservedly. It was both him and Megami Alaskiene who sort of caused that incident. Both pretty severe damage to the two of them. Andrew Mondragon is still in this race, I believe. Yes, he is, and he's unscathed. So out of pit road, what have we got? So Kenny Dixon will lead Ava Volyak, Logan Wilkie, Bobby Elliott. Number 17 is out. So 36 of Carl Sherman. Then Andrew Mondragon is also fit and healthy. So is Marcus Monreal, Benjamin Martinez. Keith McHugh was involved. I don't know if he took a big hit or he just spun in that. Noah Cataneo had a decent hit and spun. Carl Ellison's now up into the top 10. Johnny Carpentier Panizzi, I think, is roughly in one piece. But let's go back and have a look at the big one. We need to figure out how many cars we have left, because there is literally no cars left in this race. Such a huge accident at the midpoint of this. It's going to be a big opportunity for these. What a massive accident. Oh, Tyler Novak Jr. involved again. I don't think it's his fault this time. It's Johan Stromstad. The one who caused chaos in the Daytona duel. Turns into Tyler Novak. Oh, no. Huge accident. Oh! Oh, dear. Well, we confirm Ratko Betez is out the car and okay. That was just huge for him. As we'll watch it again of him just getting... Stromstad just turns into Tyler Novak Jr. and wipes out a good chunk of the field in one go. And Austin Rhodes is collected by Alec Vescovy. Kenneth Robinson actually might not have got too much damage in that, looking at it. I thought he was completely toast, but I'm not sure. So we'll have another look, just slow motion of Ratko Betez's roll. Stromstad causes it. Straight into the side of Betez. He's upside down, running along the wall and the fence. Oh! And then he just rolls. As Alec Vescovy and Martin... It might actually be Martin Arison plows into... Gee, oh. What a huge accident. Another hit for Austin Rhodes at the back by Tyler Jordan. There was just some brainless moments from the field here on this one. We'll actually have a look, because this was the group that had fallen off. So Martin Arison comes into turn 1 and 2. He just sees cars sliding down and just plows into them. Camilla Lindbergh survives it all. But that's a big hit for Alec Vescovy. So we'll come back up to here. Let's briefly, sorry I accidentally pressed the wrong thing. We'll see what's going on under caution. Lots of cars down pit road. William Starman's race is effectively run with that as well. It's one of the contenders gone. So along with Martin Arison. Some big hits for Austin Rhodes. Thankfully, not to any important part of the car really, so he's okay there. See what Tyler Novak Jr.'s hits like. So Kenneth Robinson just gets a little clip of Tyler Novak Jr. Oh, what is Tyler Jordan doing? We'll have a look from this view. Thankfully, I think he'll be okay from that. He will be taken to the medical centre and reviewed. But I'm not sure what Tyler Novak Jr. was doing there. Straight into... He just plows into both of them. Speeds was down, so yeah, he'll most likely be okay. Taito Salmonen gets through it all in one piece. Well, that's one way to shake the race, the season, everything up. We are down to 26 cars, 23 lead lap cars. And I think I don't even know how many healthy cars are left in this race. The top 10 now includes Sonia Nevermind, apparently. Oh, no, sorry, that's 16. Top 10 includes Carl Ellison, who was involved in that earlier shunt. Well, and so let's go through. We know healthy. He was involved in that other incident, but the fact he's up here tells me there might not be that much damage. Carl Ellison's somewhat okay. I don't know about Johnny Carpentier Panizzi. I can't actually remember who was involved in these incidents. Salmonen's okay. Talavera had a light touch, I think. Lindbergh's okay, I think. I don't know how many cars we actually have in this race. It's definitely it's a once in a season opportunity for the likes of Bobby Elliott Jr., Logan Wilkie, Kenny Dixon, Carl Sherman, Benjamin Martinez. Brown Racing have got 3 of their cars through this. I'm not sure how the 38 is. Let's see if we can get a look at that car. Oh, no. So, yeah, the pole sitter will not... We're going to continue that top 10 trend, I believe. But this is like a once-in-a-season opportunity for a lot of these cars. A lot of these cars. It's their best ever opportunity they're going to get. So we've lost Clark, Starman, the man who caused the incident, the 95 of Stromstad. We've lost Bethes, Rhodes, Reeves, Tyler Novak Jr., 27 of Martin Arison, Alec Vescovy, and Tyler Jordan. We've lost a lot of cars. And Kenny Dixon, for the second time today, is going to lead us to the green flag. Lap 23 of 66. We're green again at Talladega. We're racing again. How many cars are going to stick in this lead pack? How many cars are actually left in this race? I have absolutely no clue. We're about to find out. We could be down to about 8 healthy cars in this thing. But here we go. It's Ava Vayak with a brilliant restart. She leads right away. Getting away from the field almost. I think she's got this lap lead in the bag. I think that'll be her first lap lead of the race. Right. So Kenneth Robinson is at the back of the pack. In terms of a lot of these cars, he might be one of the healthiest of the damaged lot. Well, who else are we seeing? Mitch Johnson making a move. So, up to Javier Talavera, these cars look like they can all stay in the lead pack quite easily. So, we'll see what it is when we get across the line, but there's definitely healthy cars here. These cars are all okay. So, Eva Vayak's going to lead lap 24 as we cross the line. Yes, Eva Vayak gets the lap lead, and she's going to keep the lead down into turn 1. Go down the order. So, I tell you what, actually, because Adrian Fraser's healthy but slow. So anyone that can go faster than Fraser can stick with the lead pack, I think, is how this is going to work. Joe Dolinsky's there. I can't remember whether Dolinsky was... He got hit up into the wall, but I don't think he got badly damaged. Well, it's going to be an interesting race. We've still got over half this race to go. Well, just going to have a sip of water and try and process what we've just seen, as Kenny Dixon just seems quite content to sit in behind Eva Volyak at the moment. And I don't think these guys can make the end yet, so they might need to bank on another caution or some green flag pit stops. Well, this is going to be a very interesting rest of this race. So Mitch Johnson's clearly healthy. He's in the fight. He's definitely fast enough. We know Marcus Monreal's healthy, so anyone that can get ahead of him is clearly healthy enough to fight. Sonia Nevermind is somewhat sticking with it. Kenneth Robinson is cleared all those slow cars there. He'll be banking on another caution. It's an aggressive move from Mitch Johnson to the inside of Benjamin Martinez. And that's going to put him up into the 4th place as Carl Sherman and Johnny Carpentier Panizzi touch further back. Whew, boy. Calm it down. You've just had the majority of the field wiped out. This is a huge opportunity for anyone who's still in this race to get some huge points and a huge result. And here we go. Javier Talavera doesn't want to hang around Kenny Dixon anymore. He's making his move, but Kenny Dixon gets down to block. Javier Talavera can't make the pass, and the top 2 continue their tandem at the front of this field as Andrew Mondragon brings himself up into the fight now. Mondragon making a move on Mitch Johnson. Oh, we've got engine failure. It's Kenny Dixon, the man who's led the most laps today, suddenly is out of this race. huge moment. And a caution has been thrown for the smoke. Kenny Dixon's out of this race. A caution's out. Huge. This race has turned on its head once again. The man who had done so well and really deserved the top 5 today is out. And it's heartbreak for Brown Racing. Ever Valak will lead the field to the line. Andrew Mondragon in the fight. So many cars still in this really actually. After how many we've seen in the wall. But heartbreak. Absolute heartbreak for Brown Racing Enterprise. Kenny Dixon deserved to win this race from the opening stages. But he's not even going to see the checkered flag. He's not even going to see the halfway distance. Well, what a race this has been so far. We've got a little bit of contact under caution as they tried to readjust themselves. I don't think it will be doing too much damage to anyone. So, this is a big caution here. Be interesting to see if anyone comes down pit roads. Mainly for fuel, I would expect. So much in damages is going to have to be paid from these incidents here. So much in damages. Don't know who's worst off from this all. Having a look through it. To be fair, most Turismo have lost both cars. That's going to be quite painful financially for them. Especially because they're going to need a whole new car for that 46. That 46 was completely ruined. Well. Let's have a look back at what brought out the... Oh, we've got some cars down pit road. Kurt Weiss is down pit road. He's the only man to do so. What is he doing down pit road? Is it new tyres, fuel? Oh, it might have just been a splash of fuel. Have a quick look, see if we can find out anything about that. Looks like it was just a splash of fuel, actually. I think. I'm not certain. I don't know how to read these stats, but very interesting. So Kurt Weiss is going to be right at the back of the field now. We'll stay out of trouble. Maybe he's banking on another caution. Right. We'll briefly go back and have a look at a replay just to kill time of the end of Kurt Weiss's race. Absolute heartbreak for the 34 team, who had done so well today. Just coming down the back straight and bang. Smoke screening the entire field behind. It's very dangerous. Car out, completely just out of power. Everyone trying to avoid, trying to find their way through. It's the right call, I think, from the officials to throw a caution. So everyone slows up, trying to nearly crash into each other in it all. But Kenny Dixon, from what have been the best race of his season so far, well, he's not going to see the checkered flag. He's not going to see the halfway point. It's true heartbreak for Brown Racing Enterprises. Their best driver today won't see the finish. But the good news for them, they still have Benjamin Martinez and Carl Sherman with healthy, fast cars in this race. It's not over for the team, but it is over for Kenny Dixon. Well, here we go. So, Eva Valak's going to get a good chunk of laps led under this caution. That could alter the things, especially because Kenny Dixon had a bit of a chokehold on the most laps led. But, well, let's see, are we going to be going green next time by? I doubt it, but we'll wait and see. What are we saying? Yeah, we're still under yellow, still got at least 2 more laps under yellow. Oh, this is a nasty wait. These cautions go by so long here. Well, it's certainly been something this race. We've already equalled the caution count from Charlotte in the space of about 27 laps here. The important question is, can they make the end? I don't even know what to commentate. I don't have anyone to talk to. I don't have anything to do. It's a boring old caution, this one. Just having to sit around and watch cars trundle around. Right, let's have a look who's still in this. So, Ava Volyak leads. She's definitely a contender to win. Mitch Johnson, absolutely as well. Andrew Mondragon, of course, the championship leader. He's going to gain a huge amount of points here, I think, because Keith McHugh's car is not in the best condition. Javier Talavera is definitely an outside shot to win this. Bobby Elliott is still running. Marcus Monreal, he's a definite contender alongside the likes of Talavera and Mondragon. Benjamin Martinez, who's had a horrid season so far, has a shot at a win here. Logan Wilkie as well. I think that car might, if it could just lead one lap and that be the final lap. Johnny Carpentier Panizzi, I don't know what condition. I think he's okay. He avoided accidents, didn't he? I can't even remember who was in accidents and who wasn't because of the one under caution. Camilla Lindbergh, she's mostly okay, I think. I think she definitely avoided the original one, I think. The big one. Sonny Nevermind has light damage. Enough to stick with the likes of Adrian Fraser, but I don't think the main pack. Carl Sherman's healthy. Keith McHugh is not, but he's still in this race. I think we are going to be going green this lap as the lapped cars are going to get shuffled back. Who are the lapped cars? 48 and the 9. Oh no, Cataneo went a lap down due to damage. Heartbreak for him then. He would have loved something here. Same with Begamiale Schienne. This would have been a big chance of both of them. Adrian Fraser we know is healthy. Joe Dolinsky, he hit the wall, but it wasn't a hard hit. The debuting team, I think, are still in this. I don't think they have any real damage on that car. That car has some damage, I think. I don't know. Did Salminen avoid it? Did he get caught up in it? I have no clue what the current state of the field is. We know Carl Ellison's a bit damaged. Kenneth Robinson's clear of all the badly damaged cars now, so we'll get to see if his car was as damaged as it seemed, because I don't really see him make too much contact. He had a little hit, but I am not sure. Oh, we'll see. The lights on the pace car are off. Oh, we're going to be going green this lap. I'm not sure I can take much more of this race. It's going to be it's going to certainly be a race. That's for sure. Well, big thing to note is the likes of Radko Bettas getting caught up here when they so badly needed a string of good results. Could Radko Bettas not make the chase? It's almost unthinkable with a driver of his caliber not making it. The big thing for Joe Dolinsky is he's still in this race, so he will at least probably get a top 20 today, which is realistically all he needs to just at least close on some of these cars around him. But here we go, pace cars in. For the fourth time today, this time for the first time it's Ava Valyak, but for the fourth time today we head towards the restart zone, and it's green flag at Talladega. I don't know who's got the better restart here. I think it's Ava Valyak. No, it's Mitch Johnson's got a good restart. Ava Valyak's trying to hang on in that inside line. I'm not sure if she's going to do it. Mitch Johnson's nearly clear by the corner. Can he block her? No, he can't. Ava Valyak manages to keep her nose in there, and she's going to be able to fight it back down the back straight and through the corner. So Ava Valyak's going to move back into the lead. Yes, she does. So Ava Valyak will lead down the back straight away. But here comes Andrew Mondragon to the inside with 3 wide for the lead already. Marcus Monreal making some big moves already further down the order. Keith McHugh has actually dropped off the pack a little bit. The SOA Motorsports car has gained a few places on that restart. So these the healthy cars then. Surely these must be the healthy cars. Nick Johnson running really high. Bobby Elliott Jr. to the lead. To the line is Bobby Elliott Jr. going to lead a lap. No, he's been pipped by Benjamin Martinez. He's about to get pipped by Johnny Carpentier Panizzi. Yes, he is. Aggressive move from Panizzi, but he's going to move himself into the lead of this race. Right. I'm seeing about 14 cars in the main group, and these other ones that are able to hang on to the back of it. Kenneth Robinson's car is definitely not healthy. We can confirm that. Here we go. Keith McHugh is obviously healthy enough to stay in this group, and he's got the SOA Motorsports car and the Monster Tick Speed Racing car behind him in line. Here they come. The number 57's putting a move on Keith McHugh, and it's going to move into second place. Who would have predicted this? Incredible. Mitchell Moser putting in a brilliant performance on his debut and the team's debut. Oh, Marley Medici is going to be so delighted watching on this race. He's going to be buzzing to see that car fighting, maybe not for the win, but just for those upper positions. As that, pole sitter, that 38 car is absolutely totaled in the background. Oh, the dream's sort of over in the hopes of seeing that car lead a lap as Javier Talavera gets to the inside of the 57 and is actually going to try and put a run on Johnny Carpentier-Panizzi for the lead. Can he get down? Yes, he can. Narrowly blocks Adrian Fraser. Here we go to the line. Carpentier-Panizzi's going to lead another lap. Is Talavera going to get a move done here? He can block off Adrian Fraser. And the 57 and Fraser are both still fighting up there. They're both staying high up this order. Could we see another caution today? Oh, I don't know. So we come down the back straight now. Adrian Fraser just can't keep up with them in the draft. And the whole field behind him is just sort of falling out of touch. As now we have a move for the lead. It's Javier Talavera. And he is going to pass Johnny Carpentier-Panizzi. And Adrian Fraser is actually catching Javier Talavera. Could Fraser put a move for the lead here? Yes, he is. Adrian Fraser puts a move for the lead. And Monster Dick Speed, side by side with Javier Talavera. Monster Dick Speed for the first time lead a lap. Is Adrian Fraser leading a lap for the team? But look at this. On their debut, it's Mitchell Moser putting the 57 of SOA Motorsports into the lead of the race. Incredible work. Mitchell Moser leads at Talladega. Fantastic. Can he lead a lap? He needs to get down and block Marcus Monreal and Camilla Lindbergh, which he does. Mitchell Moser, can he block Camilla Lindbergh? Yes, he can. He's blocked Lindbergh. I'm rooting for that 57 right now. Out of turn 3 and 4, Lindbergh chooses to go high. Ava Vark goes low and is going to force Lindbergh up. And to the line, SOA Motorsports lead a lap. Mitchell Moser leads a lap of the race. Oh, brilliant. That's just what you love to see in racing. The proper underdogs, even if it's not for the actual win, getting to lead a lap of the race. Quickly shattered as Elba Volyak returns to the lead. But, oh my word. That is a beautiful moment. That is so wonderful to see. Now imagine if they can make that lap led again. Just on lap 66. Anyone in this group can win this race. So what is our group? Our group is a 16-car group. Keith McHugh now trying to put a move on Carl Sherman, which he is going to get that done. Can he get close to Ava Vayak? I don't know. Tayato Salmonen's up here. In fact, look, the SOA Motorsports car is actually stuck well on that high side. Fair play to Mitchell Moser. This has been a superb debut from him and the team. Especially because the car just does not seem to have the pace, really. It seems to be around that Tayato Salmonen, Bobby Elliott Jr., maybe like Adrian Fraser sort of pace window. But oh, this is so much fun to see. This is going to be a hectic final few laps when we get there. What I am intrigued, do they need to make any green flag pit stops? Adrian Fraser's actually found himself right back up there again, putting a move on Mitch Johnson, but he's forced up by JCP. He moves himself into third place again. Marcus Monreal, Andrew Mondragon. In fact, all three of the purple-pink cars are right next to each other. Marcus Monreal, very disappointed. He hasn't actually... And Andrew Mondragon. Neither of them have really made use of having working cars, really, as they're very close to making contact down the back straight. Those two need to be careful. Johnny Carpentier Panizzi making a move for second place on Mitch Johnson, which he does so. Marcus Monreal eventually backs off from Andrew Mondragon. That was very close to disaster. Carpentier Panizzi in the draft of Eva Varyak. Logan Wilkie's going to put a move on Mitch Johnson. Panizzi can't quite get close enough. I think he might have a little bit of damage, but I'm not certain. I can't remember seeing him in an incident, but I can't remember not seeing him in one. So, yeah, very interesting. A few of these cars have had a couple hits. We know Keith McHugh did. We know Javier Talavera at least had a little bit of a hit in that caution wreck. Caution wreck was so unfortunate because we would have seen at least a few other cars involved in this fight. The likes of Joe Dolinsky would have been up here, but he is sort of struggling at the back of the pack. He doesn't have the pace to fight with the leaders. He just hangs on at the back. As they actually have started to slip off. They've got to be careful not to lose the draft here. Is Carpentier Panizzi going to make a move this time? No. He sits behind us. Marcus Monreal, after we criticised him for not getting involved in this fight for the lead, he's now putting a move for second. Can he make it stick though? As we have a lapped car. He can't actually get the move done on Panizzi. But we have got a lap car. And that is going to slow the field up maybe. And that is going to invite the cars that were maybe starting to drop off a little back into the fray. Here we go. Can Eva Vark make the right choice? She goes high. Monreal goes low. He's blocked. Mondragon is blocked by Monreal. They're through on the inside line. As Monreal gets to the inside of Panizzi, it looks like. Can he get his nose in? Not quite. So Bobby Elliott, Carl Sherman, Mitch Johnson all blocked here. So Espinozola is the moving chicane at the moment. They're all going to get through, though. Eventually. Is Espinozola... What was that? That was an aggressive block on his own teammate. In fact, he sabotaged his teammate, really, there. It's Marcus Monreal going again to try and get that move on Panizzi. And this time, he's going to get it done, I think. Yes, he will. He's going to get that move done. And the next car for him is Eva Varyak. But she just seems to have the fastest car of the cars left, really, at the moment. Doesn't really seem like many people can challenge her. As Andrew Mondragon is now getting up into the show. Can he get to the inside of Panizzi? Not quite yet. He comes flying down into turn 3 and 4. And look, Mitchell Moses back in the fight. He's having one hell of a debut. As here we go, Marcus Monreal is going to the inside of Eva Varyak and Johnny Carpentier Panizzi to the inside of him. 3 wide for the lead of this race. Who's going to lead this lap? It's Marcus Monreal, just about. Gets his first lap led of the race, I believe. As Mitchell Moser is still there, along with Logan Wilkie. Keith McHugh inviting himself into this scrap. Every time they go 3 wide, they seem to invite all the other cars into the fight. They've got a little bit of single file. Bobby Elliott worrying that he might lose the draft here. But they have got another lap car. And that's the last one I think they're going to hit today. And that is of Michael Teller. Now, they've all got to be careful. The number 1 rule here is do not lose the draft. And Teller comes down and hits Keith McHugh. Contact. But Keith McHugh's through. Contact with a stupidly aggressive late block from the lapped traffic. Could that alter this race? Keith McHugh, Carpentier, Panizzi were the 2 who got by quite easily. You see 4 front-running cars and Mitchell Moser up there at the moment. Surely Moser couldn't win this race. Well, he thinks he can because he's going for a move on Marcus Monreal. Can he get alongside Keith McHugh as well? Nearly. He's trying to get alongside Keith McHugh, but he can't quite pull that off. He's going to have to sit behind for the minute as this bigger group of cars, hoping not to lose the draft. They have all cleared Michael Teller now. Mitchell Moser into second place. Andrew Mondragon wants to pass him, and Mondragon is going to pass him now. So we come across the line. Mitchell Moser will keep second for now. But no, Mitchell Moser keeps second. He keeps ahead of Andrew Mondragon. Incredible. Fantastic work. This has been one hell of a debut from Mitchell Moser. That little good run there might be coming to an end as Andrew Mondragon puts himself... No, can he can't get to the inside of him. Oh, no, he can't. He can't. Oh, he's just managed to force his way in there. Just about. Keith McHugh still in the lead of this race. Andrew Mondragon behind. Forced up by Marcus Monreal and Camilla Lindberg, actually. See, the issue is for the rest of the pack is once someone gets to the lead, they can choose where they want to go, what lane they want to do. Whereas behind them, look, they're 4 wide for second. Whereas it's just Keith McHugh out front and he can just sort of do as he pleases. No issues for him. As Mitch Johnson's going to try and get to his inside here, but Ava Vayak gets to Mitch Johnson's inside. And that's the issue for the second place cars. And it's the huge bonus for Keith McHugh as we have 20 laps to go here. I still don't know if they need to pit again. So we'll find out pretty much as we hit the end of the race whether they have enough fuel, really. But, well, here we go. Keith McHugh leading. Ava Vayak wants to make a move, but Javier Talavera got his nose in there. He just did what he needed to do, and he stopped Ava Vayak from making a move. Javier Talavera is about to make it. A TMS Motorsport 1-2. No! Carl Sherman squeezes to that inside and prevents it. Smart work. I think Joe Dolinsky behind has lost the draft. Yes. Joe Dolinsky's lost the draft. So as of right now, it looks like he's going to be finishing 16th place. Unless there is pit stops. Bobby Elliott trying to bring himself into the fight. There's contact. Mitchell Moses rounds. No. Adrian Fraser collides. Absolute disaster. I believe that's going to bring out a caution. It is brought out a caution. If they need to pit, they can make it. Keith McHugh's going to lead the field across the line. Heartbreak for SOA Motorsports. Absolute heartbreak. Oh, that is cruel. That is so cruel. We'll have a look back at that incident when we find out if anyone is going to come down pit road. Keith McHugh led them to the caution. Logan Wilkie second. Bobby Elliott Jr. third. Oh, I am absolutely gutted. I am gutted for that SOA Motorsports team. Hopefully they did not get too big a hit. We'll see on the replay. Oh. That is such a shame. But Mitchell Moser and that entire team can hold their heads proud today. What a run they've had. Even for it to be so cruelly ended like that. Hopefully that car can still sort of keep up with this group. They deserve a top 10 if they can pull it off. This is the important part. Will anyone pit? No. So everyone can make the end on fuel. Well, that's good to know. No one's going to take a gamble down pit road, it looks like. Oh, okay, there comes the 57 with their damage. They have no choice really but to come down pit road. In they come into their box. It's just a damage repair, it looks like. No new tyres, no nothing. Oh, I am gutted for them. I am so gutted. They tell commentators not to be biased, but I couldn't help rooting for the little car that could. What's happened here then? Oh, is it Benjamin? Oh, it's his own fault, it looks like. Well, Benjamin Martinez has put his nose somewhere it didn't really need to be. He just comes across Benjamin Martin. Oh, I don't know. We'll have a look back at the... Oh, he would have avoided any contact if he didn't hit Adrian Fraser. He would have avoided any real damage. Ava Volyak was involved as well, so she got a little bit of a hit on the front. Oh no, so it is Mitchell Moser's own fault. He just pushes that, makes contact at 37, gets locked on and then gets turned. And then Adrian Fraser hits the back of him. He would have been okay if it wasn't so close to hitting Joe Dolinsky there. Oh, there's big damage to the side of that car. I'll watch a couple more replays, I think. We'll start with the onboard of Adrian Fraser here. You can see up front, Mitchell Mosley just gets locked on and spun. It's his own fault, but Fraser probably could have done better there. Narrowly avoids the other cars. That was close. We'll watch the onboard from that 57 car. Just sat in the draft. That's where the leg get locked, I think, and he just taps into Eva Voyak. Hopefully Voyak, she's had a brilliant run today. So close to contact with Joe Dolinsky that would have ended the race of them both, I think. It's good that that 57 car is at least still in contention. Well, not in contention, but in this race. He will drop to 20th place, but even then a top 20 finish for that team will probably be highly appreciated. And I don't doubt he'll be able to probably pass the cars up to 18th, around there, 17th, 16th. Be a fantastic result, but it could have been so much more for the little team that could, as we're still under caution. He really could have gone green sooner on this one. But it does mean we're going to have a bit of a sprint to the end on this. So everyone can make the end, clearly, if they have not pitted. I have a sip of water, my voice is starting to hurt. But, well, Keith McHugh, with a damaged car actually, leads this race ahead of Logan Wilkie and Bobby Elliott. What a top three. Javier Talavera will sit behind in 4th place. In 5th, Carl Sherman looked to almost make up for what was lost with the retirement of Kenny Dixon. And then Eva Volyak, 6th. Taito Salmon in 7th. 8th for Mitch Johnson. 9th for Johnny Carpentier Benizzi. And 10th for Camilla Lindberg. Benjamin Martin is 11th. Joe Dolinsky managed to pass all the cars that had to slow up. He's now 12th in the number 12. Marcus Monreal, 13th. Andrew Mondragon, 14th. Mondragon and Monreal are both contenders to win this. If they can just get through the likes of Dolinsky and then get into the main pack fight, I think. But Dolinsky's going to be on the high side, Monreal on the low side. So Monreal will probably get a move done on him. Mondragon might be in a bit of bother if he gets stuck behind his limping teammate. This is going to be a thrilling end to this race. So I assume we're going to go green for lap 52. The lights will probably go off this time by. Let's have a look. Yes, the lights are off. We're going green next time by. So at the start of lap 52, we'll go green. And it's a 66 lap race. Oh boy. It's going to be an exciting climax to this one. It's broken the record for most cautions in an ANMRA race. That record now being, I believe, only 3 before. I think this is the 4th caution today. Such a shame the car that went round in it, though. I can't speak positively enough about that number 57. It's just been a fantastic race for them, and it was such a shame to just make that one error. Thankfully for them, aside from Adrian Fraser, no one else really was caught up in it, because it would have been a shame to lose even more cars than we've already lost. It's been a bit of a bloodbath, this race. But here we are. Lap 51 of 66. About to go green. It's Keith McHugh leading the field. In fact, both the TMS cars sort of left in this race. Did Noah Cataneo retire? He did, so the engine on Noah Cataneo's car eventually gave up after... Assuming that's how he lost his lap down pit road due to the issue. So Noah Cataneo is out of the race. They're going to need a new engine for that car. But his teammates, well, They're both in contention to win this thing. Here we go then. Out of turn 4. The crowd are on their feet. We're on our feet. This is going to be an exciting, thrilling conclusion to a chaotic race. Are we going to see more lap traffic? They might meet a certain Espinazola again. Don't know about Teller. We will have to see. Here we go. Into the restart zone. Keith McHugh leads the field, and we're green again at Talladega. It's a good launch from Logan Wilkie on the outside. It's a good launch from Keith McHugh on the inside. Wilkie's got the better one, though, as they come to the line. Can Wilkie clear Keith McHugh down into turn 1? Here we go. No, he can't. Keith McHugh keeps his nose in, and he's going to move himself up a place. So, well, sorry, no, he's going to keep his lead. So Keith McHugh maintains the lead of the Sach Motorsports 175. Behind, Bobby Elliott can sense a possible win here. He's trying to block Eva Valyak, who senses a really good chance at her first victory. But on the inside of them all is Carl Sherman for Brown Racing, who moves himself up into second place. He's going to put pressure on Keith McHugh for the lead. Can he take the lead from Keith McHugh? He's diving to that inside. Can he go there? No, he can't, because there's cars going to the inside behind him. And Mitch Johnson's got to his inside, but he nearly contact. Oh my word. Carl Sherman forced up the track. But here comes Mitch Johnson with a good run. Can he threaten Keith McHugh? Not yet, as we come down to turn 1. Marcus Monreal senses something. He's through on Carl Sherman behind. Up near the wall is Bobby Elliott, who's running that really high line, just trotting to the back for now. Sonia Nevermind's actually got up in this group now. Fair play to her. Could she salvage a better result than she would have expected? Here we go. Mitch Johnson has gone alongside Keith McHugh for the lead here. Is Mitch Johnson going to get it? Into turn 3 we go. Mitch Johnson alongside Keith McHugh. He's going to move into the lead here. Look who's behind Mitch Johnson, though. It's the championship leader. The man who's won 3 out of 4 of the opening races, but he's forced to go high. Mitch Johnson's able to block him. Andrew Mondragon's hopes quickly dashed, and he's going to be shuffled back down the order again. Mitch Johnson goes high, and to his inside now goes Johnny Carpentier-Panizzi. But to his inside comes Camilla Lindberg. She's found a gap, and she's going to force her way into the lead of this race. Oh, this is a breathless finish to this race, and we've still got at least 10 laps to go. Oh, my word. I cannot call who's going to win this one. This is going to be a hectic conclusion. As thankfully, the number 57 of Mitchell Moser has actually gained places. So he's up into 18th now, which will still be a really respectable debut outing for them. Behind Camilla Lindberg, though, Logan Wilkie's found his way back up to second with Bobby Elliott in third. Are either of them going to go for moves? It's Bobby Elliott who blinks first and goes for the move. Joe Dolinsky finds himself in this battle now. He's behind Bobby Elliott Jr. Look at this inside line. Bobby Elliott had damaged Joe Dolinsky and Taito Salminen. Incredible group. Anyone, really and truly, anyone can win this race, and Bobby Elliott finds a way to the inside. Bobby Elliott's going to take the lead of this race. Fantastic. The father-son team, owned by the father, the son's the driver. They're leading at Talladega. Can they pull off one of the shock victories in all of ANMRA history? We thought Austin Rhodes nearly winning at Daytona was a shock. We thought him nearly winning at Atlanta was a shock. Well, here we are. Lap 55 of 66. Soon to be lap 56. And it's Bobby Elliott Jr., the family-run team. He's the one leading the race. Up to the line we come. Bobby Elliott is going to lead us as we start lap 56. 10 to go at Talladega. And Bobby Elliott's pulled out a gap. Brilliant. Joe Dolinsky's damage is working to Bobby Elliott's favour as the field behind needs to pass Dolinsky to have a chance at catching Bobby Elliott. Here comes Marcus Monreal. He's making that move. So Joe Dolinsky's going to get shuffled down. Could Bobby Elliott lead another lap here? I don't know who's led the most laps today. I think if I had to take an educated guess, it's going to be Eva Valyak who's led the most laps today. But I could not tell you. Marcus Monreal going for the move for the lead. He's not hanging around here. Bobby Elliott's hopes are dashed, but it's not over yet. He can shuffle himself to the back and go again. For now, Marcus Monreal leads the Sach Motorsports 175. It's the Sach Motorsports car leading the Sach Motorsports sponsored race. That could cause a bit of controversy. But here we go. So Marcus Monreal leads, and it's Mitch Johnson having a look in behind. Is Mitch Johnson going to go for the move, for the lead? Down the back straightaway. Yes, he is. Mitch Johnson to the lead, but Carl Sherman to the inside of Mitch Johnson. It's an aggressive move from Sherman, and he's going to put himself now in the lead of this race. Whew. Ava Voyak has now found her way back up to the front after getting shuffled back. Is she going to do anything here? Can she win this race? Oh yeah, she certainly can win this race. And she's going to go for the move to try and make that a reality. But we've still got a long way to go. We know how the racing here at Talladega works. You probably don't want to be leading the race around lap 62 or 63. The lap you want to lead is the final one. Or at least make your move on the final lap. This is going to be interesting. Drivers being patient. You've got Benjamin Martinez, Marcus Monreal, Carl Sherman. Content to just sit at the back for the moment. As Andrew Mondragon's going to make a move on Javier Talavera, it looks like. Can he get to the inside of Talavera? Yes. No, he can't. Talavera is able to get down and block the championship leader, who's gunning for that regular series championship. He's basically he's basically a dead cert for getting into the chase. Taito Salmonen versus Johnny Carpentier Panizzi. That's a battle I don't think we ever thought we'd see. But here we are, Taito Salmonen in 4th place. Probably not for long, as Logan Wilkie has managed to probably get his nose in. Unless Salmonen comes down to block, which he does. Fair play, Taito Salmonen. Up ahead, it's a Venturia 1-2. The Dark Empire to some. They've won 3 out of 4 races, all 3 of them with Andrew Mondragon. Countless top 5s. And now they're 1-2 here at Talladega. Can they work together and then leave it a final lap duel between the 2 of them? We'll see. If they work together like this for now, they'll be hard to pass for the rest of the field. And it's Javier Talavera's having a sniff at them. As we're coming across the line to start lap 60. Talavera, is he going to go for the move on Mondragon? Yes, he is. Aggressive defending from Mondragon, though. He is working together with his teammate. The 2 Venturias want to keep that 1-2 until right at the end to make their moves. They don't want to get their stride disrupted. Carl Sherman slotting in behind, trying to catch up to Logan Wilkie. Got Benjamin Martinez, so it's a 2-car tandem as well for the 2 Brown Racing Enterprise cars. They're getting themselves involved in this fight. Here comes Javier Talavera. He's disrupting that fight for the lead. Andrew Mondragon goes up a bit higher. Eva Vark's going to be able to cover off the inside. Talavera is going to move himself into 2nd place here as he just manages to force Andrew Mondragon up. Here comes Talavera then, in the draft of Eva Voyak. He needs to be in the fight come the end of this. He doesn't want to make his move too soon, and now he has made his move too soon, it looks like, because to his inside goes Carl Sherman, and Javier Talavera is going to get shuffled down the order. Here we go, up into 2nd place. Here comes Carl Sherman. Andrew Mondragon is going to get shuffled all the way down the back of the order. But here we go. I just saw down the road. It's Franco Nazario Espinozola. Teamwork here. Where's the right call? Low side is the right call. Marcus Monreal down there with Carl Sherman, Eva Voyak. Those 3 are all going to go through. Mitch Johnson may have just blown his shot at the victory. I can see Camilla Lindbergh, Bobby Elliott, Keith McHugh, Taito Salmon and Joe Dolinsky all in there. Is this the group that's going to be fighting for the win at the end of this race? Andrew Mondragon looking to get through, but he's stuck back there along with Johnny Carpentier Panizzi. Marcus Monreal so aggressive to the inside, passing Carl Sherman, who's passing over Vark. They're 3 wide. Up to the line we go. Marcus Monreal is probably going to get the lead down into turn 1 then. So Monreal takes the lead of this race on lap 62. But as we said, do you want to lead the race at this place? Is this the time to take the lead? Probably not, because here comes Bobby Elliott, but he looks like he might be getting forced up by Keith McHugh, who's got a blinding run down the back straight, but he can't get close enough. Bobby Elliott, is he going to go for a move on Marcus Monreal here? Into turn 3 and 4. No, Bobby Elliott is content to be patient. He knows the race can't be won this lap. It's won on lap 66, not lap 62. So we, in fact, Andrew Mondragon's group have been wiped out of the draft by the lapped car. That's huge. There's Michael Teller. Are they going to catch Teller before the end of the race? Because Michael Teller could be the race-deciding car. They are easily going to catch Michael Teller. This is huge. The leader has had the advantage every time they have caught the lapped car. And currently, that's Marcus Monreal. Bobby Elliott's going to want that to be him. If he can get to the inside of Monreal, he can disrupt them. This lapped car will allow the likes of Andrew Mondragon, Javier Talavera, Mitch Johnson, Johnny Carpentier-Panizzi to catch up. But they don't want to hit him in the corner. That's the one place they don't want to hit Michael Teller, but they might be about to. They're rapidly closing in. Here is Marcus Monreal leading a 4-car tandem almost, reaching the group. Keith McHugh's going to go for a move on Bobby Elliott. Where is Marcus Monreal going to go? He's blocked, and Bobby Elliott's going to take the lead of this race, I think, unless Michael Teller comes up. No, Marcus Monreal comes low. It's Bobby Elliott on the outside. Who's going to get the lead into turn 1? I'm not sure. I think it's Bobby Elliott. Bobby Elliott has the lead. Can he get down and block Marcus Monreal? Yes, he can. Bobby Elliott has the lead on track, legitimately. He's clear of his rivals. And Marcus Monreal or Keith McHugh going to do anything? Carl Sherman goes for a move to pass Keith McHugh behind. Here comes Marcus Monreal again on Bobby Elliott. So Marcus Monreal is going to move back into the lead of this race. Oh boy, this is going to be one chaotic finish to the Talladega Sach Motorsports 175. It's our first Talladega race of the season. What a race this has been. It has been an absolute mess at times. Crashes under caution, huge accidents, cars upside down. But we are having some cracking racing at the end of this thing. Lap 65 of 66. 2 laps to go at Talladega, and it's Marcus Monreal leading Carl Sherman, leading Ava Variak, the driver who I think has led the most laps today. And Ava Variak's going to go for the move on Carl Sherman as we come down the back straightaway. She's got to the inside of Sherman. Bobby Elliott is hanging in behind Variak there. Can he do anything? Keith McHugh's got to Bobby Elliott's inside. The dream of a Bobby Elliott victory looks to be fading. Carl Sherman was able to get away from Ava Variak here. It's between Sherman and Marcus Monreal as we head towards the white flag. But Ava Variak's got to the inside of Carl Sherman. Can she get the move done here as we're coming up to the line? They're going to get the white flag. The white flag is out. Marcus Monreal leads the field to the white flag. Can he take his first win of the season? To his inside looks Ava Variak, but she can't find her way through. It's Ava Variak and Marcus Monreal, probably the 2 fastest cars up there. They're 1-2 on this track at the moment. Down the back straightaway we go. Is Ava Variak going to go for her move? She's closing, in the draft. She's going to go for her move. It's Ava Variak versus Marcus Monreal to the line. Monreal's got a good run on that high side. Can he come down and block? He's not going to be able to get down and block. It's Ava Variak versus Marcus Monreal through turn 3 and 4. Ava Variak's got the lead, but here's Mitch Johnson. Can he do anything to disrupt it? Yes, he can. Mitch Johnson's got to the inside. It's going to be a photo finish, I think. No, Ava Variak's able to block Mitch Johnson, and towards the line, Ava Variak is an ANMRA Premier Series winner. What a finish. Ava Variak claims her first victory of the season with a last lap pass to break Sach Motorsport hearts. What a race that was. Oh my word, what a finish. Ava Variak is a race winner at last. Andrew Mondragon, our championship leader, finishes in 9th. Marcus Monreal, he led at the white flag, but he comes home in 5th place. He will be gutted with that. What a race. Bobby Elliott with a top 6 finish, and it's a top 10 for Taito Salminen. Huge for that team. Absolutely huge. Well, Ava Variak has won her first Premier Series race. Whoa, what a finish to that race we had. Well, go through the order then. Ava Variak is your race winner. I believe she led the most laps today, and she just made that move when it counted. Mitch Johnson will come home in 2nd place. So close, he nearly got to the inside at the finish there. It's Camilla Lindberg in 3rd. Good result for her. That's her first top 5, I think, of the season. Or maybe she got one in Daytona. I can't remember. She might have. But either way, it's a big return to form for her. Carl Sherman takes his first career top 5 in 4th. Really good run from him. Marcus Monreal will come home 5th. He will be devastated. He did not make the block on Ava Variak through turn 3 and 4. In 6th, it's Bobby Elliott, a team driver, everything best result for them. There will be parties down at their garage tonight. Johnny Carpentier Panizzi comes home 7th. Benjamin Martinez will come home 8th. Andrew Mondragon, the championship leader, is 9th. And Taito Salminen gets a top 10 for Arcadia Cup Nick Motorsports, the first ever for the team. It's 11th for Logan Wilkie and 12th for Keith McHugh. That means Keith McHugh, being the only driver to score a top 10 every race, is now over, as he will is in 12th. Javier Talavera 13th. So what looked like a possible win for TMS Motorsports, it ends up being 12th, 13th for their cars. Joe Dolinsky comes home 14th, last of that pack. Further down the field, Sonia Nevermind is 15th. Mitchell Moser scores a great 16th for the SOA Motorsports team, but it could have been so much more for them. 17th for Carl Ellison, 18th for Kenneth Robinson, and it's 19th for Adrian Fraser and 20th for Kurt Weiss. Megami Areskene lost a lap. She finishes in 21st. Michael Taylor decided the race, really. Well, not really decided it, but, well, it certainly played a role in the outcome at the end. He comes home in 22nd, and it's 23rd for Franco Nazario Espinozola, and everyone else did not finish. A chaotic wreck fest of a race here at Talladega, but it's Ava Vark who claims her first victory of the season. Our next race will be at Bristol, our first short track of the season, and we'll look forward to seeing you then. So, as always, thank you for watching. Been treated to an interesting race here. We'll see you next time, and goodbye.